All right, what's up, you guys? We're back with another episode. Y'all come on in, show some love on this last Saturday of the year. I'm super excited. Now, I gotta get up. I am like still sore. First of all, my legs were sore, but now my upper body is sore, and I'm like, gosh, eating my meals. Had some baked chicken, some broccoli. Went to work last night and I was tired because I had really pushed it to the limit. I felt it on the stairs, hitting the weights, like I was really feeling it in the gym. So I went to work and I was like, man, let me grab something. So I just let me just grab an apple and I just grabbed some water and I was drinking and I said, wow, I'm really having a good time. And I've noticed like my scrub pants is like not fitting me, like it's falling down. Because again, I was putting on scrubs like really big because I was really bigger than what I am now. And so I love it in the gym every single day. All right. We got a lot that we're going to discuss in this video. So we want to say welcome to you guys in the chat. Don't play no games. We are here. This was been an amazing week. We went to the Bulls game on Thursday. Friday, we did some stuff. Now, we went to go see the color purple. So let's talk about the color purple. So I took my friend out. He was going through hard times. And I said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's go out to the movies. It's not that expensive. Let's go to the movies on me, right? So we went to the movies and we went to go see the color purple. Now, mind you, I knew my friend was going through some stuff because he pretty much slept during the first 45 minutes of it. And let me tell you, when you go through financially, you going through some things like life, when you go to school, you get that degree, a lot of people think just because you go to school, you get a degree, doesn't mean that you're going to be guaranteed this high profile job. Like my friend, he graduated, got his degree, got his bachelor's in music, and he really thought that he was going to make so much money in music. And I'm like, no, brother, it's a hustle. So I'm trying to teach him, like, man, get on the internet, get popping on your TikTok, get popping on your Snapchat, get popping on your Facebook page, so you can let people know, say, hey, I play the keys, hire me, book me. So you got to really sell yourself when you're out here in these streets. You cannot be out here lazy, shy, and all these type of things. So we went to go see the color purple. Now, when I tune into the color purple, and this is a spoiler alert, I'm literally watching Tamala Mann and just the great, amazing singer. Like the singing was on point, and people was like, I didn't know there was a musical. The singing was on point. They really got the one that played Mister did an incredible job. Celie, Fantasia did an incredible job. Hallie did an incredible job. The cast was on point. But my favorite part of the film is when Taraji B. Henson shook Avery when she went to her father and she started singing God is trying to tell you something. It wasn't this big spectacle of the movie like the original one, but she sung it and they embraced in a hug. And I just cried, out of all the stuff that Suge went through as a woman, having her father not love her and she being a loose woman, as they used to call them back in the day. She was a very loose woman. And a lot of it came from because she really had a terrible relationship with her father, and she really wanted to live her life. She wanted to have freedom. But this movie really showed what women went through back in the day. And some man was like, oh, it's making men look bad. No, back in the day, men was very aggressive with women. Like they couldn't do that to the white man. So a lot of those black men went to the home, they beat on their women, they told their woman to cook, and they just really got on top of their woman and they just did what they had to do. But I was so shocked to see Taraji singing, and I was like, man, she really can sing. Like I am super excited for her singing. Then we get to Fantasia. Oh my gosh, Fantasia singing is on point. I had an incredible time listening to Fantasia, one of the best singers ever. And not just go for her singing, her acting was amazing. The way how she delivered on set and presented herself, that woman did that. She put on a show. And I said, wow, I was surprised that Fantasia, she acts her butt off. Like that woman came prepared. And for her to go on American Idol and 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 to win that, to be this huge, to lose everything twice, and to really show up on set and to deliver with A-list stars, you got to give it to Fantasia. So I was watching it, and of course, my friend, he was like, and then he woke up, and I said, hey, I'm gonna go see it again. I was supposed to go see it with Chicago Bay, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna go see it next week. I'm gonna see it again. And so once we left the theater, somebody said, Wiley. I said, yes, hi. She said, oh my gosh, I watched your show. She said, did you hurt your leg? I said, no, it's how I walk. And amazing. She wanted to take a picture or whatever, but she really had to use the restroom. And I really had to go because I had things to do. I had to get back to the gym and go to work. But you just never know where you're going to see the producer. She said, I didn't know you stay out here. I'm like, yeah. So we was outside and we had an amazing time. My friend was like, you know, wow, like you have people that really know you from your show. I said, yes, because you're talking to so many people every single day. Of course, you have people that will tune in and that will, you know, come and speak to you. But I give that film 2 thumbs up. I give it 2 thumbs up. The film itself was that. It just, oh my gosh, I just, Fantasia, the one that plays Sophia, that Sophia character, it was a great film. The original was the original, right? The original was a different era, it was a different vibe. But this new one, definitely for this new generation, it was great. A lot of people say, "Oh, I didn't know that Suge Avery and Taraji was Suge Avery, you know, and Celie was in a lesbian relationship." If you read the book is very nasty. If you read the Color Purple book, you will know that they were getting it in. They were saying the P word, very aggressive about a lesbian relationship, and people forget, you know, back in the 20th century and beyond, gays exist, lesbian exists. They had to cruise, they have to hide their sexuality. Betsy, that movie was out. She was a blues singer. She was a lesbian. The comedian, what was her name? She was a lesbian, right? So it's so many people that, you know, that was living out loud, but in secret, if that makes sense. That live that life. You know what I'm saying? You go to Russell by Mr. Russell, the one that was working with Dr. King. He himself was a practicing homosexual. So that to me, like, it exists. So when people say, "Oh my God, this wasn't going on back in the day," no, it wasn't going on so publicly because your life will end. But it still exists. If you knew the bars to go to, if you knew the clubs to go to, if you knew any of these things to go to, you will definitely know that it exists. So it was more people in the closet, but if you was in the lifestyle, you knew the clubs, you knew the rooms, you knew it was an unspoken society. Black people knew it exists. They had gay people in their families. It was just a conversation that was never brought up, but it exists. You had your uncles, you had different aunts that was in there. You had people that marched in the civil rights era. You had many closeted civil rights leaders. Even it's was been reported when the book I read, now don't come from me, that there even said that Malcolm X was a homosexual back in his youth. Like when he was a young man, he was getting it in with another man. And so that's what one of the authors was saying, that he had a sexual relationship with a man. Now, I'm not going to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just like, don't come for me, but that was in the book. And if you want to read that book, give me a second. I will give you the name of that book that I read. It was an author. He wrote a book about Malcolm X's life. He wrote a book about Malcolm X's life. And the name, give me a second. Let me see if I can find that book. And the name of that book is Malcolm X, and it's by Manny Marble. That's MANNING. The first name, last name, Marable, and that is the life of the reinvention of Malcolm X. So that was in the book. So when people say that this was going on, like it was in the book, you guys. So again, don't come from me. Just know I read it in the book. So it just that's what it was. Okay. Malcolm is my cousin, and I read that too. So again, people it do exist, you know, that whatever, regardless of what you believe, you had people getting it in and planting people bread baskets back in the 60s and the 50s. I just have to be real with you on that, whether you want to hear it or not. They were getting it in. Okay. And they were saying that gave yes. So it was so when people say, "Oh my gosh, Wiley, why would you create that rumor?" No, it was in the book. And this man, before he died, before the book came out, I believe he died before the book came out. And you know, he put it in the book. He put it in the book. So you can't get mad. It's in there. Can't get mad at me. It's in the book. All right. So I know people are saying that. Did you read it? Press one in the chat if you read that. Press one in the chat if you read it in the book, because I don't want people to think that I made this up. Press one in the chat if you read it. Oh, I thought got into big trouble saying Michael is about. No, what I'm saying is someone wrote it in the book. So anybody else who got any other witness that read it? Because I know I read it and it shocked me. Okay. It shocked me. I'm not gonna say he was a power bottom. But I will say this about Brother Malcolm. That happened before he became this top leading minister in the world, when he shook up the world. Because when he shook up the world, they literally said Brother Malcolm X, compared to Dr. King, was a saint. He didn't have no drama. He wasn't cheating on his wife, any of that. When he wrote that about Malcolm, he wrote that before, I believe, his prison life, when he was a hustler. This wasn't when he was an ordained minister in the Nation of Islam. This is this is according to the book, when he was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So that was in his past. That wasn't when he was a practicing Muslim. That was in the past. Okay. I'm just gonna be real with y'all, because I know some people are gonna be like, oh, wait a minute. Yes, that was in his younger years. Okay. Well, Lisa, you didn't read the book. You know why you didn't hear about it? Because you don't read. I ain't saying that you hear about it. I said, did you read it? Did you read it for yourself? You could go to the book. It's a big, thick book. The Reinvention of A Life of Reinvention, Malcolm X, by Manny Marble. Go read it for yourself. Go and get it for yourself. And I'm not talking about, did you hear about it? Just go read it for yourself. Because I know you saying that you never heard of it. Listen, go read the book. Been out for years. So this ain't nothing new that I'm creating. I'm just saying what I've read, not what I've heard, what I read. But it's in the book. Whether it's true or not, an author put it in the book. And let's even go in the stack of it. They really talk about it. You got to take it up with the writer, but he's in the graveyard. But he put that in that book before he went on over to glory. That's in the book. I know you're upset, but that's in the book. Okay? I remember they were making the movie. They borrowed my grandmother's clothing. Hey, okay, Lisa. X was a street hustler hanging with Red Fox and sleeping on rooftops. Anything is possible when you are looking for a warm place to sleep. Okay, no, it's not. I read it. Okay, so we got people that read it. Do anybody want to call in to correct it? Because we got some people in here with some crazy stuff. I'm just saying, anybody want to call in? It ain't my fault. You know, I'm not saying he was getting his bread basket tampered with. He could have been using that Tasha's and people bread basket. Did they even call it a bread basket? What did they use for lubrication? Did they use Vaseline? I don't know. But what I do know, I read it for myself. That's what I do know. I read it for myself. But as soon as we get to talking about it, it's like, oh, wow, why would you say it's in the book? Y'all don't read, just like y'all went to The Color Purple and didn't know it was a musical because y'all don't read. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Child, so I can read the book, but I don't understand why people get so upset. Y'all don't know these people in real life. You do not know these people. You don't know what they do in their house when they think nobody is watching. You don't know these people.
That's what I'm saying. Just like with Dr. King and all these people, you know, a lot of the tea came out because the FBI was wiretapping those people. Because they even said Malcolm X was pretty much a saint compared to Martin Luther King. They've got some damage in recording of Martin Luther King doing threesomes and all type of stuff. So, and a lot of it is hit, you know, a lot of it can't come out because a lot of it was illegal wiretapping. Because I think his wife pretty much sued the government to say, hey man, y'all never think about it. But when it came to Malcolm, because they wiretap his phones, they put it all recordings everywhere. He was pretty much the same. We're talking about in his younger years before he became a Nation of Islam Muslim, that this writer found some information that it was men that Brother Malcolm, it is even one guy I think Brother Malcolm kind of liked and fell in love with. But don't correct, I believe somebody that he really, really liked. Because the author found out the information and he put it in the book. And Malcolm X family, they were pissed. They said, why would you put these salacious lies in there? But this author, you know, he was a researcher and he was doing some digging. And he said some other stuff that Brother Malcolm was pretty much lying about his upbringing in his life. But they're saying that he was gay for pay. They said, oh, so I have an article here, and they're saying right here, before any of us in the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community, Malcolm X, as our new gay icon, castrated him for being a black. Okay. So they're pretty much saying he was down low, but they were saying that he was gay for pay. But it's a lot of people that is gay for pay now. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to say, if he was home,
be surprised. Some of those faves are gay for pay.
Yeah, if you gotta give me a warm bed to stay, if you need money, you would throw that sausage, and then you into your mind, you like, listen, I had to do that for a check. It's plenty dudes that's out there sleeping with dudes just to have a place to stay, just to have food in their belly, just to have money in their account. So I'm glad someone sent me this article, but yeah, that existed. You know, especially like guys that come out of prison, they trying to get on their feet. They won't mind sleeping with another man just because some of them probably have already done that activity anyway behind closed doors in prison. So coming out in the real world to give me a little some to get two fried chicken breasts and some macaroni and some broccoli, you'll do what you have to do for a meal. Okay. Your survival instincts will kick in.
From Domino's.
Right, your survival instincts will kick in. But I know some people, when you bring up someone like Malcolm X, oh my gosh, like, oh wow, they just can't believe. But people have done some things in their youth. Now that doesn't mean they still do it now, but it's have been women.
Right, that's a take away from the work that they went on to do. But I mean, people, like, you can't just sit here and deny that something happened just because you feel like that's above this person. Sure, they may not have done it their entire lives, but it may have happened. And like, you can't just be like, oh, well, no, that doesn't really go with the person that they are. I mean, you don't know this person.
Right.
So
right.
Presenting an image does not state that that's who they are in real life. That's an image that they are portraying. Now, in the last few months, we've heard a lot of things about a lot of people. And at first we were like, oh no, that can't be true. And it turned out to be true.
I love you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It turned out to be true. You better say it.
And let me ask y'all this. Why do y'all think people become pastors and preachers and put themselves in these high worldly positions? To combat any negativity or any rumors that may come out about them.
Right.
Y'all better do some research.
Better do some research. But thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay. So that was that piece, you guys, because I know y'all had a lot of stuff to say, but, we had to bring that point up. Now, let's go into this point of view. So make sure you all go watch The Color Purple, and make sure you go see it with your family. It's a beautiful film. But we also have to get into Cardi B mental breakdown. Let me first of all say this about Cardi B. When she went on her breakdown, she started cussing out her fans, saying, screw that book, I don't care nothing about that book, etc. It is a lot of celebrities that battle with mental illness. It's a lot of celebrity that battle with it. And let me tell you why. The reason why Cardi B is lashing out on her fans is because Nicki Minaj have came through with the #1 album, sold so many records, dominating the charts, and she feels that dry spell. And instead of her building and nurturing her fan base, she is going after her fans and saying, F that book. I don't care nothing about that book. Screw you in that book. She already have thoughts of deleting herself. So she's going through all of that. All of her friends have abandoned her and left her. They went to join Nicki Minaj. They have dissed her publicly. So she have to do all of that. And she's talking crazy because she's going through a trying time. Her husband cheating on her with her sister. Nicki Minaj have surpassed her and throwing out all the mess and running circles around Cardi. Instead of her saying, you know what, let me release a new song for my audience, let me build up my fan base, etc. Even when she went after the Barbs and said she want to do harm to some of the Barbs, this is like crazy because you're playing into her hand. Then she said, nobody is saying nothing about. I'm Googling myself. I'm putting myself in the search engine, and all I see is my fan trashing me. You have all of that energy putting yourself in the search engine, going talking about you, looking at who go talk about you. But you could have been in the studio, releasing music. Why are you going around Googling yourself, putting yourself in a Twitter's information, trying to find out who's talking about you on X, on Twitter, or whatever they call it now? It's stupid. Like, you're making yourself go crazy. Me, myself, I don't go looking for what people have to say about me because it's unhealthy. While I'm done with the internet, catch me in the gym, catch me working out. You're not going to just be catching me all day, every day, finding every little thing that a person is saying about me and going off. No, people are going to say what they're going to say about you, but that doesn't mean that you should be posting all day, every day on social media and digging your name up. That's, to me, is insanity. Let's be crazy. Now, when it goes to Nicki, her win is because she waited. She did the long game. Continue to talk to her fans, continue to take a break, continue to put out music, continue to strategize, and now it have paid off. I feel that Cardi got used by bloggers because they felt like, oh, let's be on the Cardi B behind because Nicki got us blocked. So let's pretend like we this huge Cardi B fan, and now you got to deal with that. Even the sad part about it, the people that she was on the phone with having midnight conversations, playing with herself, she even have those people turned against her. So she have a lot of people that is turning against her, and it's crazy. She is, and that's the point when it comes to Nicki Minaj. She calls that manic stuff to come out of Cardi B. She calls it. She triggered it, and now she have to deal with it. And it's so sad because she could have been out here trying to raise her babies, talk about her babies, have an incredible time with her babies, but now she's on the internet cussing. You were the one that had those children. You were the one that can't keep your husband peeing under subjection. You have to go through that. But taking that out on Barty Gang is insanity because you're going to need Barty Gang. And some of those stand pages that said they had other books, she cussed them out. And some of these are like day one Barty Gang supporters. These are day one supporters, and she dogging them out, calling them so many names. And that's why the Barbs was like this. Listen, you want to call me out and trash me? They already dragging Barty Gang. Now Barty Gang got to drag Cardi, and then they got to stop dragging Cardi to drag the Barbs that's dragging Barty Gang. It's just a whole entire mess. And all Cardi B got to do is number one, do some music. Number two, go on tour and really focus on the music. You the one that stopped doing music. You the one that saying, oh, it ain't really that much money in music. I make more money with my whip shots, but you still want to be respected as the queen of hip hop. You can't have it the ice cream and eat your cake too. Something's going to fold. At the end of the day, something's going to fold. At the end of the day. And that's the point. It is folding right before your very eyes. Okay? So when I saw this, I said, this is crazy. And that's why I said, when we have this information out about Nicki going through her dry spell, Cardi should have continued to release album after album after album after album. But she only had one project. That's her fault. Now let's get into this whole thing with Cardi B going after Tasha K. And when I tell you that Tasha K and this Cardi B thing is still going on years later, but here we go. Cardi B ramps up efforts to collect the $4 million from Tasha K after the Kevin Hart lawsuit. Cardi B has filed a new motion to get information on all Tasha K remaining assets so she can begin collecting on the $4 million judgment filed against the disgraced blogger. According to court documents obtained by Hip Hop DX, Cardi B is demanding information on all Tasha K assets, including a home in Georgia and all the cash she currently has on hand. Additional documents also have been viewed by Hip Hop DX, confirmed that the blogger, real name Latasha Kibi, has nearly $30,000 of cash in hand and that she spent more than $20,000 a month on things like travel, fine dining, and other forms of entertainment. The filing comes in the wake of a similar lawsuit filed against the Unwind with Tasha K host by comedian Kevin Hart, who sued the blogger and his former assistant for extortion after she released an interview with Hart, former assistant, who claimed that the comedian star cheated on his wife. Hart alleged that Tasha K demanded money to stop the interview from being released. Check out the subpoena filed by Cardi B below. Cardi B ramps up efforts to collect $4 million from Tasha K. So there is court documents that have been released that Tasha K and I will that have been posted. And this is crazy, you guys, because Tasha K has been avoiding this woman for all this time. The new subpoenas initiated by Cardi's team are a follow-up to the ones sent over in the summer when the Bronx rapper sent subpoenas to all 5 Tasha current bank institutions, demanding the company turn over information about her finances. She also requested all documents and communication received by or sent to a third party other than the debtor, including but not limited to the Internal Revenue Service, regarding the debtor finance, unemployment, income, expenses, businesses, or business interests. Last month, the 31-year-old rapper went live on Instagram and aired out her frustration at the talk show host for interviewing the Fresh Prince former friend and assistant brother Bilal, who alleged he once caught the actor having the S word with, with you already know, Mr. Martin. We're not going to get into all of that. But Cardi B actually said this. It said anybody could say a effing fake A-word story about you, and people are going to effing F-A word believe it. So it should be your job to detect whether something is a lie or not. Like to have any type of proof, and it's so effed up that somebody will put something so effing salacious out and not think about like, oh well, how it's going to affect the person's mental health. The Grammy Award winner rapper sued the blogger back in 2019. So you already know that she also won and was awarded $2.5 in damages and another $1.3 in legal fees accused by the rapper when the jury stated that her last January, per her Chapter 11 filing, though Tasha listed having only $95 in her Chase bank account. A total of her personal property included purses, cars, clothes, engagement ring, and business-related properties, all equivalent to $58,000. She's currently is not being evicted from her home. So I'm excited that Cardi B is doing this, but it's yet another distraction because she sued Tasha, didn't get no money. She sued her, didn't get the $4 million. It didn't crush Tasha K. She's literally going to spend more money going after Tasha, and that energy and resources could have been building your album, building your success, marketing fees, right? You're going after Tasha K, and it ain't helping your career. It actually hurt it because it's a distraction. Because all Tasha K is doing, she's growing and growing and growing. She got the Kevin Hart lawsuit. She got the Kevin Hart assistant. This is sad, man. So hopefully one day that Cardi B will wake up and say, you know what? I'm done with this. Let me wake up and mind my own business and leave these people that's bothering me. Let me just pay them dust so I can focus on my career. But she didn't doing that. She literally, you guys, bringing this out to the public, and she is taking L after L because this has been going on since 2019. We're about to be in 2024, and you still ain't got your money. So she's going to have to fight so hard just to get a dime, and yet she ain't got nobody on her side defending her on the internet. Because all the people that you brought to your party, them shaking their butt, screwing each other, falling out, going to the hospital, getting in fake comas for sympathy and payola. Now you are by yourself trying to go toe-to-toe with Nicki Minaj and her powerful machine and her powerful barbs, and you can't handle it because she got over 13, 14 years in the game, strong material, and a strong team, and Cardi don't have half of the type of support that Nicki Minaj have. Now you still going after Tasha K? It ain't gonna pay you nothing because Tasha K gonna keep hiding, and you gonna keep paying all of that money to your lawyers. Every single dime you paying to this lawyer, to that lawyer, and you know what they're gonna do? Keep taking your money because they know in reality that Tasha K ain't gonna pay back a dime of that, and you gonna owe all them lawyers. No different than when Katherine Jackson sued the estate for doing a secret deal, and she got all that debt with the lawyers, and now she wants the estate to pay back her lawyer fees. So this is the same case. Cardi, you did all that, you didn't get no money. So come on, let's keep it real. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all come on in this room to like this video. Come on and click that like button. There you go. If you ain't here, make sure you get your TV. Make sure you click that like button. But Cardi B, you struggling. You did that. You should have kept your taco eating self and continue to do music, but you definitely want to always, quote unquote, be black. Now you know how it really being black. Have a cheating husband, eating tacos by yourself, and now you got to deal with all this crap on the internet. Now you want to leave eating a fried chicken and cornbread, and now you want to have you a quesadilla and some tacos with extra cheese. And now you got to deal with your man cheat on you with this one and that one. You got to deal with that. See, if you would have listened to me and just did your album, you wouldn't have half these issues. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they still going to say you had bumps. People going to talk about you. The same thing with Nicki Minaj. Just one thing that she did, she said she was going to sue the person and just went on. I think Nicki ain't going to do nothing with it because it's a waste of time suing broke folks that ain't got the money to pay you. It is a waste of time. You know these folks ain't got the money to pay. You already know that. So why are you wasting these people time? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? You literally just making her bigger and bigger and bigger. It makes no sense. They ain't got a dime to pay you, stupid. You crazy. You the one that's wasting all this money. And yet you still got to pay the lawyer fees in hope that Tasha K gonna pay you back. That's the foolish part. That is the foolish part on Cardi B behalf. And that's why a lot of these so-called bloggers that was on her side, they dumped her. Everybody that you sent one day for the birthday and you putting tacos and tequila down their throat and they took your BBL having stinking behind doo-doo on your nails and threw you under the bus. Don't you feel stupid? Damn. You feel dumb. You did all that to be laughed at. You did all that to get the door slammed in your face. You did all that to be wasting money after money after money, invoice after invoice. For what? She's still raising much hell, worse than when she raised the hell against your alleged crusty bumps that you said you don't have. So that's what you said, you don't have the bumps. But yet you keep bumping into more financial debt yourself because you got to keep paying the lawyer. And they're going to keep taking your money. They're going to keep on taking your money. And Nicki Minaj going to be with her child pedo husband. And they're going to be hundreds of miles away from the school. And they're going to be laughing at you. And Offset laughing at you while he eating out your sister box or probably screwing your mama. That's probably what's happening. Now, anybody want to call in? The number is on the number. Make sure, moderators, if y'all post the phone number and all that time. Probably screwing your mama, right? That probably got her legs up in the air. All right? So let's go ahead on to the phone lines if you want to call in. Okay? Let's go to the phone lines if anybody want to call in. Now, I know y'all about to get drunk and some of y'all about to get it in, but go right ahead. Thank you for sending me the cash app at $ Marquise Wiley 28. Somebody just sent me $5. Make sure y'all keep the $5 rolling. Bye. Somebody just sent me the $5. They did that. All right. Make sure y'all, if y'all want to call in. Hey, woo! I felt that right then and there. I didn't want to make this on long live. I ain't going to be over for 5-6 hours. Somebody said another $5. Let's talk about it now. You ain't going to tell me to stop yelling. You stop smelling bad and I stop yelling. I can talk out of my mouth. Never as a woman have you use your yoni lips to put and tell me to stop yelling. You can't tell me what to do. If you mad at me yelling, go soak in some shower water and you can have a conversation with yourself. I always yell because it's my tongue and my nostrils. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show. Anybody else want to call in? Don't you tell me to stop yelling and you smell like hot fish? All right? Anybody want to call in? Make sure y'all like that video. Never tell me what to do. It's about to be 2024. Somebody sent me another donation telling me what to do. I think you are not in. Oh, well, you don't have to tell me what I am. Nothing but a piece of dry sweat. Hello? Hello? Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You had called in and hung up. Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous at all.
Okay, what's on your mind?
I just want to know, like, why, like, okay, like, everything that's going on with Cardi, why do you attach it to Nicki?
Because I can. As a man, never tell a man who I attach it to. Do I tell you how many hoes you can fuck in one day?
I didn't tell you couldn't. I'm just asking, like, why is that? Like, what relevance does Nicki Minaj have with the Cardi B drama what's going on with her cheating and all of that?
Because they go one hand in hand. When you eat peanut butter, don't you eat jelly as well?
How they go hand in hand, though?
It go easily go hand in hand because I made them go hand in hand.
I just don't understand it, though. Like, I don't get it, and I feel like that's what everybody try to do. They attach Cardi to Nicki when they like two separate individuals, and Cardi got her own drama going on right now, and that's her drama. You know, like, but and then you bring up Nicki Minaj's husband and all of that other shit. That shit's petty. Like that's petty in my opinion. You know, like everybody knows that he's a sex offender. Why you gotta like what's your purpose? What are you getting at?
My purpose is I have a right to speak just like you a man when you screw your girlfriend in front of your mama. I have a right to give my opinion about Nicki and Cardi.
Hey, so you think I'm screwing my girlfriend in front of my mama?
I don't know. The way you laugh, I think you have screwed her today. Did you screw her today?
You just think motherfucker like for real. But
did you screw your girlfriend today? Did you eat her box? Did you eat her box today?
I screwed your mama.
Okay, if you did you make her squirt?
Nah.
So you did a bad job.
Yeah, I'll make your mama squirt.
Yeah, you did a bad job. I'm just asking you a question because you going to be direct with me, and I'm asking you some very direct questions. And I'm surprised are you a straight man?
For sure.
You said, are you straight?
I said for sure.
Okay, so why do you like Nicki and you straight? Last time I checked, men don't like to wear pink pantyhose. So you like to wear pink?
It's not even that I like. I mean, out of the two, I think that Nicki is the better rapper. And out of the two, I think that Nicki Cardi has the personality of a TV reality type show. Like, she was a public figure in that manner. But I mean, in regard to rap, I appreciate rap. So I mean, I have to give Nicki her flowers. You know, like, so what's wrong with a straight man like Nicki?
Ain't nothing wrong with a straight man. I don't think you so straight. I think you bi-curious.
You think so?
I know so.
That's crazy, man.
Why you think it's crazy?
Like, why do I think that's crazy?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you can make an assumption off of me being from a phone conversation. Like, you don't even know what I was like. You ain't been around me or nothing. So it's just crazy.
So where you from, then? Since I never been around you, are you gonna come to Vegas so I can be around you and I can test and make sure you're not gay or not?
I really don't want to be around you like that.
Oh, you don't want to be around me, but you'll be on the phone with me.
Yeah, because I had a question. Like, why do you attack?
And I answer your question, but you said you don't have any tendencies with a man at all, even though you like a woman that wear pink and call her people a barb. So obviously, are you a beta barb or an alpha barb?
I'm a music lover.
You a what now?
I'm a music lover.
Okay, you like to get your nails painted?
Nah, not at all.
Okay,
but I do got a question for you.
No, you said you are a music lover, but you like nothing but women music.
Nah, for real. I mean, I fuck with all types of music. I fuck with all genres of music.
Right. And you think you an alpha or a beta?
I fuck with country. I fuck with rock. I mean, all of that shit. I mean, music is music, and whatever is good, and whatever artist is better, I'm always gonna speak on that. Nicki Minaj is the better artist, and her artistry and Cardi's artistry don't have nothing to do with Offset and Cardi cheating, they scandal or they break up or none of that shit.
So my thing is, how old are you, sir?
I'm 30.
You 30 years old. You've been in this world for 30 years, and you never slept with a man, even though you say you love Nicki Minaj and that turns you on listening to Nicki. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Where the fuck did you get that narrative from? That I love Nicki Minaj. Where you get that from?
I got it from your texture, from your odor of your voice. That's what I got it from. Is I'm wrong?
Hey, my God, you a clout chaser. You a troll. Like that's what you do. I feel like that you say shit just so people to get like upset, and you can't trigger me. You can continue to question my sexuality or whatever, whatnot, but that don't change the question at hand, you know. And you've already answered that. I mean, I guess you say because you can, because you a grown. What do you say? What you say? Because you a grown ass man or some shit?
Right. I am that, but I'm not trolling you. I'm just asking you a question. You're the one that's cussing every third word, and you're sounding like you're coming out of prison, but that's your fault.
I sound like I'm coming out of prison. I ain't never been to prison.
Okay.
Never.
All right. I understand.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's the way. Like, I get it, you trying to make it, because it looks like you recording videos, like, in your room, like, of an apartment, like a $500 a month apartment or some shit, you know?
Sir, there is no such thing as no $500 apartment no more. Not in this economy. So you have your own house? So you live in a mansion?
I own my house, though.
You say you own your house?
Yeah, I own my house.
Okay, when you gonna invite me over for a dinner so we can talk about Nicki and Cardi?
I'm not gonna do that.
Excuse me?
I'm not gonna do that.
Why is that?
I'm not gonna do that.
Why?
I don't want you at my house, bro.
Oh, you don't want me at the house? Okay, we can meet up at a restaurant. We can meet it since you like women music. We can.
Flirting now?
You said what?
You flirting.
I'm not flirting at all. What do you mean flirting?
Yeah, you want to come over my house? You want to come over my house?
I didn't tell him. Wait a minute, sir. I said we can have a debate. You assume that I'm flirting just to come over and talk about women rappers? You said, quote, I'm a lover of music. Did you say that?
Yes.
And if I was flirting, I said I come all over, body oiled up and stuff. I didn't say anything like that. I said I could sit down in your beautiful house that you have, that you got a mortgage on. You probably rent to own. But I said we could sit down and have a conversation.
Not at all. I don't have a mortgage. My house is paid off, bro.
Okay, you do. You have mortgage paid off.
I'm glad that you acknowledge the fact that my house is beautiful. But aside from that, I feel like that we can have that conversation like we having right now. Why do you need to come over my house?
Because first of all, I need to see if you got any pink underwear in your closet.
You wild, Wiley.
What do you mean I'm wild? You watched the Wiley Show, so you already know I'm wild. Why do you get shocked that I'm giving you the energy that you like? Out of all shows, you could have been watching Gangbanger shows, Thug Show, O-Block shows, King Von shows, but you're watching the Wiley Show, correct? So you know how I deliver.
You're right.
So why are you shocked? I don't understand. That's why I say you are bi-curious, and it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm doing my show. It's okay. We could just do it by curious and all that. It's gonna be okay. But let's also have this a step. Go ahead.
Your roommate?
No, that's not my.
Is that your roommate?
No, that's not my roommate.
That ain't your roommate?
No, that's not my roommate. It's about to get real ghetto. Hold on once. Go ahead, sir. I'm so sorry.
No, I was just asking that. Like, you sure what you doing on YouTube right now is funding your living? Like,
no.
You say
give me hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse the set, y'all. It's always something going on when I'm live. These people about to be famous. Okay, I ain't gonna be struggling. I let this camera just roll because they just do too much when I'm live. I think they wait till I get live and do this. They wait till I get live anyway. But nevertheless, this is why it's a lot of down low men. Let me say this on a quick set. If you pump up women with babies, treat them like trash, you live a secret gay lifestyle. That's the problem. They live these guys live a secret gay lifestyle. They get these women pregnant, they beat them across their face, they go screw another man, and then they come back to their families. These women come back to their family, they have all this pain, they want to argue and stuff like that. But you should be mad at your man that's living a down low secret lifestyle in the clubs up north, in these gay clubs and drag shows. Be mad at them. Have that energy with them. But no, that I like them. That no, them are the type of dudes. Excuse me, them the type of dudes that I get it in with. But I'm smart enough to know, because I'm not a female, to get pregnant. You stupid if you get pregnant by a dude that's like that. Now, if it's good, if you just want to screw them and get it in, then go ahead and screw them and get it in. But if you get pregnant by a dude like that, you stupid. Because you got to deal with that work. And you ain't going to never change no gay man and make them straight. I don't care how many babies you have. You can have about 55 babies. If that man want to go screw another man, he going to do exactly that. He will whoop your tail just to get back to his boyfriend's house. No, we ain't talking about something different. For you bi-curious. So that's why you watch the Wiley Show. And I know you live a low down dirty life.
Nah. Well, I mean, shit. You know, I mean, you're an entertaining person. I mean, you make motherfuckers laugh. Not just your eye or your look or none of that shit. Like, you make people laugh. So I mean, you just funny. You know, why come you can't appreciate that?
Yeah, that's just the way it is. But also, I want to get back to this. That's what they do. That's what they do, child. They do this because they be mad at they dudes and they come here with all that crap. But clearly the caller loved the Wiley Show, so we gonna respect it because he stayed on the phone with us.
I mean, shit, you ain't gonna make me back down.
I ain't gonna tell you. You don't have to back down. You a man. Why would I want you to back down?
I'm still on the phone. You said I'm still on the phone, like you was gonna run me off or something, you know?
No. I said you still on the phone. That's how it is.
Completely comfortable. I'm comfortable having a conversation. I mean, I'm comfortable with my sexuality. I'm comfortable having a conversation with you. All that. I mean, we can talk all night, you know? Like, and I don't know no shit like that when you was asking to come over to my house or nothing like that. But, you know, I mean, I'm open to have a conversation. My thing is I feel like that you try to attach yourself to Nicki and Cardi, and they beef, and you try to keep that shit going or whatever.
First of all, no. You can't say that I try to keep that beef going. I don't try to keep the beef going. Society keeps the beef going. Because at the end of the day, before I spoke up about Nicki and Cardi, you're not a part of society, though. It has been hundreds of articles and newspaper articles about, you know what I'm saying, about Nicki and Cardi, all that stuff. Before we said anything about Nicki and Cardi, any of that, it have been multiple videos. I jumped on the beef late. I jumped on the beef back in the summer and made videos about Nicki and Cardi and trashing all these people. Because again, this is all late. This is not in the beginning. This is not right now. This is all late. This is how it goes. Okay, they said talking about everybody calling. Yeah.
You seen everybody else, all the other bloggers capitalize off of it. This shit was high. Like when the beef was popping or whatever. And so I think you're trying to jump on the bandwagon.
Well, no, I jumped on it and it worked. Because I get more views. To be technical, hold on 1 second, caller. I get more views trashing Nicki Minaj than uplifting Nicki, because what I say about it is the truth. I get 80, 90, 100,000 views on a video about Nicki Minaj when I dragged her. That's how that goes. But yeah, that's just how that get down. So when it comes to that, that's how it goes and everything. Hold on, y'all. Caller, are you on station here? Because I want you to come on station here. I don't even know